check this out. str email equals bmosley at Bakersfield College.edu. Okay, so there's the valid email address. And now let's add the garbage to it. Okay, so it's at the end of the sentence. It's in parentheses. And so it's got this stuff attached to it. So what's the algorithm, right? I want to split at the @ sign. And then I want to reverse first half. I'm going to flip it around. And then for both halves, go letter by letter and validate. Okay, so that's kind of it. And since I'm going to do the same thing twice here, I don't want to have redundant code. I'm going to create a function for that. So I can use the same function on both halves. Okay, so let's go through this. Let's split it at the @ sign. So if I have li email equals str email dot split at the @ sign. So I'm taking this problem and I'm breaking it down. Let's print that to see what it does. So now I have this and I have this. Okay, now there is another way that I can do this without a function, so maybe I will just do it without a function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse the first half, and I'm going to keep it in that same slot in the array. So I'm going to say li email 0. That's the container where that part lives. And I'm going to say li email dot 0 dot, and I'm going to reverse it. That's it. So I'm taking that thing and I'm reversing that string. And I'm putting it back into the same container. So now when I do this, I've got two strings, this one and this one, where I don't have to do anything different. I can start at this letter and just go from left to right and clean them out. Okay, so I'm going to say li new email equals, and I'm going to make an empty list. And then what I'm going to do, now for both halves, go letter by letter and validate. That's a complex problem maybe. So I want to break that down. I'm going to say first loop through li email list. I'm going to use a for loop there. For each string, go letter by letter. Okay. And I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to create a temporary string. Create temp string. And I'm going to say, if it is a valid email, add it to temp string. If it is not valid, break, and then I'm going to put that string, put string back, or put string into new email list. Okay, so these are the steps. So I'm going to loop through the new email, the li email list. So I'm going to say for str junk in li email, we're going to start with a temp string that is empty. Indent my code here. And then for each string, go letter by letter. Okay, so str there. Okay, so for each string, go letter by letter. So now I'm going to have a loop that goes through each letter in that string. So the string is going to be this, but reversed. And now I need to go through each letter in that string. So I'm going to say for str letter in str junk. So that is the string that has the junk. And if it is a valid email character, then I'm going to add it to the temp string. So if str letter equals, I'm going to say first is alphanumeric, right? Or str letter equals underscore. And this is going to get long because I've got a few conditions that I'm going to check for. I'm going to check for all the legal things. Now, it won't be an @ sign because I've already split at the @ sign, so I got rid of it. So it can be a period, and it can also be or str letter equals, the last thing is a hyphen. So it can be an underscore, period, or hyphen, or it can be an alphanumeric. So if any of those is true, then it's going to take that and it's going to add it to the temp string. It's going to say str temp plus equals str letter. So it's going to build that string just the way we cleaned out Bakersfield College. And if it's not valid, then I'm going to break out of the loop because there's no reason to not. So else, if it's not one of those, we're breaking out of this loop. And as soon as we break out of that loop, so as soon as it hits a non-email character, it's going to break. And then I'm going to put this string into the new email list. So I'm going to add it to that array. So I'm going to say li new email dot append str temp. So it's going to add that. So it's going to do that for both of those things. And then let's do that when I'm done there. Let's print the li new email. Okay. So now, notice the garbage is gone. So we fixed that. And now all I have to do is reverse the first half of the email. So I go li new email. This is just what I did before. Slot 0 equals li new email slot 0 reversed. Print li new email. Okay, and what's the last step? We're going to glue it back together. And what's the glue? The @ sign. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to say str new email equals, the @ sign is the glue, dot join, and li new email is the thing we're joining. Print str new email. Okay, and so finally, we've gone from dirty email to cleaned email. One step at a time.